So, what happens when you have a collapsed mine and need equipment to drill in, and the only way to get there is over a really, really dangerous ice road? Well, of course, you're going to need a man with a particular set of skills. Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we are going to be talking about Netflix's new movie that apparently is doing very well. Today we are going to be talking about Liam Neeson's new movie, The Ice Road. I will warn you, there'll be spoilers in this review. But if you really want my recommendation, I thought that this movie was a little too dumb. It tries, it really does, but it does a lot of dumb things just to make bad things happen. So, uh, it's free on Netflix. It's Liam Neeson. But yeah, there's some things that happen in this movie. I'm like, why did this need to happen? But yeah, I didn't really like this movie all that much. I was invested for a little bit, but again, it started doing some really dumb things, and I was just like, yeah, okay, it lost me, even though I watched it till the end, of course. So what this movie is about is you have these miners, and you can already tell something's wrong because they're talking about turning off like the sensors for methane in this mine. So you know there's probably something devious going on. Well, anyway, the mine collapses, and there's people trapped in there, and they don't have the equipment to get them out. So they're trying to find someone or somehow to get this equipment to get them out. The only way they can get the stuff there is by truck. And the only way to get there is by the ice road, which apparently wouldn't be a problem if it was the dead of winter, but it's like April, so the ice is starting to melt and such. That's where Liam Neeson's character comes in. He and his brother, his brother, I can't remember the exact affliction they said he had, but he was a military guy and he got PTSD, and now he has this affliction where it almost feels like autism in a way. His character kind of talks to himself and is, but he's also, the things he knows, he's very focused on knowing. But Liam Neeson's character has to take care of his brother because they do take a shot at the VA and the government in this movie about not taking care of their vets, which, hey, kudos to this movie because our government doesn't take care of our vets as good as they should, in my opinion. But anyway, they get fired from a job because Liam Neeson's character punches out somebody for calling his brother the dreaded R word, which makes, when I hear it, makes me want to punch somebody in the face too. So when anytime someone calls someone that word in a movie and gets punched out for it, that's instant brownie points with me. So yeah, Liam Neeson punches out the guy but gets fired. But he finds out about this ice road job, and so him and his brother go to try to get it. Lawrence Fishburne's character is the one heading it up, and he's also going to go on the trip. Also, the insurance company for the mining company sends someone as well on this trip. Plus, we have I can't remember what tribe she was from, but it's a Native American truck driver that her brother is in the mine, so she really wants to be part of this attempt to get him out. So you have three trucks where you have Lawrence Fishburne's character in one, you have Liam Neeson and his brother in the other, and you have this Native American girl. Her name is Tantu. You have her and the insurance guy in another. They instantly have a problem where Lawrence Fishburne's character's truck messes up, and of course, you first think it's just a problem, but then after Lawrence Fishburne dies, he's not in this movie very long, folks. they start to suspect foul play, but of course, since Tantu, they had to bail her out of jail to go on this quest. They say that she is the one that she sabotaged Lawrence Fishburne's truck because I guess she used to work for him, and so they think it's revenge. And plus, whoever makes it through this mission gets like $200,000. They're supposed to split it, but if anyone doesn't make it, they split the money. But anyway, as it's going along, they have tons of problems on the ice road with the ice, of course, melting and doing all sorts of weird shifting and cracking and everything. And this is where I was like, where's the movie going to go? Where can it really go? Is this going to be the only danger? Well, that's when we start to learn there's foul play for certain. And I won't really talk about all the foul play, but there's reasons why the mine collapsed, and there's something fishy going on the trip. When it comes to suspense in this movie, being that I didn't know where it was going to go, it's like, where else can you go besides down under the ice, right? Well, when they start introducing the foul play, it's like, this is when they're really forcing a bunch of the stuff that has to really push this movie along, the bad stuff. It's like, we need bad things to happen to our characters so they can get through it, right? Some of it works, some of it doesn't. I will say this, and again, I'm talking some spoilers here. They do split the story up into them driving over the ice and the stuff going on in the mine. You have characters in the mine saying, well, we're running out of air. Let's start killing people to save air. Which, granted, I mean, if you're trapped in a mine, you may start to think erratically like that. But as you've got the story going on in the mines, and figuring out that foul play, plus you got foul play on the road, where you have this insurance agent, and I knew I had seen this guy somewhere, and he's been in a ton of stuff I've seen, but he's just one of those character actors that you don't really think about. And anyway, this insurance guy is played by Benjamin Walker, and I'm like, where have I seen this guy before? And it's like, oh yeah, I look it up. He was in the Nicholas Sparks movie, The Choice, and I hated his guts because you're supposed to like him in that movie, and you hate his guts the entire time. That being said, in this, he's supposed to be a douchebag, so it's okay not to like him. But if he were playing one of the good guys, I probably wouldn't like him that much. That being said, he's going to be in the new Lord of the Rings series. And also, he was in Jessica Jones, which I'd have to really think about it. I don't remember his character, Eric Geldon. I don't remember that show that well. I just remember certain things. And then also he was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. So, but yeah, again, he gets to be a douchebag in this. So, I did like the characters. The relationship between Liam Neeson's character and his brother is very volatile. I know Neeson's character, they get to this point where he blames his brother. You know, of course, again, it felt a bit manufactured, but this one was at least one of the better storylines going on. He finally snaps and blames his brother for them losing jobs, even though Liam Neeson's character isn't the most stable of people. Again, I gave him props for punching out the guy for calling his brother the R word, but he kind of blames his brother and he hits him, just backhands him, and I didn't like that. But and of course that leads to bad things happening. And again, though, this movie though felt like it was manufacturing too much drama, too much bad things happening to our characters just for bad things to happen to our characters. A character dies that doesn't need to die. Actually, a couple characters die that don't need to die, but one of them at least makes sense. The other one is just like, did you really have to do that? But yeah, this movie, it had me at first. It really did. But in the end, I just wasn't as invested because it's just the whole time you're just like, gee, what bad thing's going to happen next? Um, and also our characters make a lot of stupid decisions. Any movie that has a time limit, they're saying we need to get this stuff here in so many hours or whatever. And especially near the end where they're like, we're short on time. Our people in the mine are running out of air, right? Let's stop and do things, not because bad guys are after us or whatever, but our characters kind of stop for like a little too long when they realize, you'd think Tantu, whose brother's in the mine, would be like, look, there'll be time to deal with this later, but we got to get there now. And it would have made more sense, but no, we have to stop the entire movie for a couple things, and it's like, you do know you're on a clock, right? That's kind of the point of the movie. Yeah, but for free, it's okay. If this would have made it to theaters, I probably would have been pretty disappointed in it. I probably wouldn't have. Granted, I would have had it on A-list, so it would have been free for me probably. But if I would have paid for it, I would not have been very happy. It's not a terrible movie, but it's not really a great one either. Yeah, I can't really recommend it. That being said, it's free on Netflix, so if you're watching it, it's not. I'm not saying it's gonna make you ask for your Netflix subscription money back, but anyway, that's gonna be all for this review. See you later.